I Walked on Fire, Kevin Kelling.
Have you ever gone camping and you sat around the campfire? There's wood burning. Have you ever considered, after the wood burns down and there's hot red coals there, would you want to walk through that or step into that? Absolutely not. That is insane. That's crazy. But that's exactly what I did just 2 months ago. I walked on fire. Contest Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests, let me explain. I went to a Tony Robbins conference 2 months ago. The first night, they give you the opportunity to walk on fire. I walked on fire. And what it is hot burning coals. It's the real thing. Let me set the stage for you. There's 10,000 of us at this particular conference in West Palm Beach at the convention center. It's midnight. Now let me just interject here. I was also telling people just 24 hours earlier that I would never do such a thing. Because it is craziness, really, when you think about it logically. Why would you do such a thing? But I was eager and ready to go. Along with, probably not all 10,000 of us, but a lot of us were ready to go and do this. It's midnight, it's dark outside, there's a buzz in the air, because we're all like excited and nervous to do this as we stand in line for this. In the background, they've got the tribal drums going, because this is an ancient practice. Fire walking is not a new thing. And finally, I got up there so I could see what was going on, because initially it's just lots of people. And you step up, and it is hot red coals about this wide, about 10 feet long. So I stood up to the line. They have you pause for a moment. You walk on the coals. You brush your feet off so you don't have anything stuck, and then they spray your feet with water, and then you celebrate. This is a great picture for how any of us, myself included, can break through any challenge or fear in our life, is this model. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. We're going to talk about stepping up, walking on, and celebrating big at the end. First of all, stepping up. Much of the first day, they helped us get into a place where we're physically, emotionally, and mentally, we were in a strong place. And so part of this idea of stepping up is you're stepping up in that place of strength. You practice this, and it has your body and mind engaged. One thing they taught us was to find that lion roar inside of us. Now, when this topic was introduced to me, I thought it was ridiculous and I was not going to do it. A couple hours later, I thought, well, let's give this a try. And I was like, there was nothing there. I could not do this. Finally, I did. And I found that lion roar, and no, I'm not going to do it for you today. But I found it, and what that was just a picture of some of that strength that's in me, that's in all of us, to step up to any challenge, any fear in our life. You've walked through difficult times. You know it's in you. Revisit that. It's there. Secondly, we're going to walk on. The key in walking on successfully, if you're walking on fire or through a fear, is your focus. You don't ignore what you're walking on, but you don't focus on it, because you're likely to do something that's unwise, such as run through it or do something like that. What they taught us was to change your focus. Don't look down, look up. Look at the outcome you're aiming for or something else. I'll give you an example of the power of focus. After I got done walking on the coals, I felt something on my toe. Bottom of my toe, and I thought, oh, my toe got burned. I know it. My toe got burned. And so I felt that there, and I eventually, and of course, I'm not going to stand there and look at the bottom of my foot after I've just walked on fire, but it was in my mind. So I got back to where I was staying, and I peeled off my shoe and my sock, and I looked at it, and you know what was there? A tiny sliver. The only thing that was there was a tiny sliver in my toe, which tells you the more you focus on something, the bigger it can become. It's all about focus. Finally, the third part is to celebrate big. When that was a big part of the conference, is to celebrate, because you get your body and your mind engaged in a big way after you've pushed through a big challenge. And doing that teaches you and teaches me that once we get to the other side of a big challenge, if there's a party on the other side, I am much more likely going to do it. And it reinforces that behavior that if we're pushing through challenges and fears, we're more likely to do it if there's a celebration. I'm the kind of person, you're probably on parity with me in it as well, that we say, oh yeah, I did it, and that's it. But add the emotional party element to it. It adds a lot of power. We looked at 3 things today: stepping up, walking on, and celebrating big. That is a great picture that you can use for any portion of your life. So what's that fear? What's that challenge right now that you've held off, not pushing through? Think about this model today. Work through it today. I walked on fire, and so can you. You can walk on the fires of your life. Thank you very much.
Nice job, Kevin. Sydney, can we please have 90 seconds to prepare our